spring and summer staples that I pull out every single year. I've added a couple of new things to this list, but for the most part, these are things that I've been wearing for years. Sometimes I switch up silhouettes and colors and things like that, but this is the base of my outfits for the spring and summer. I add accessories and I add trends if I want to participate in a trend, or if I really like something that's a little bit trendier for the season, I throw it into the mix, but these are the staples. This one is a little bit of a newer staple for me. I talked about how I wanted to add longer skirts to my wardrobe and I wanted to tap into my more feminine outfits. So I added a linen skirt for the spring and the summer from Quince. And today's video is kindly sponsored by Quince. I'm going to be mentioning a couple of their pieces throughout this video in each category. So this is definitely something that I'm planning on wearing with like a tank top or a tube top and like flip-flops, like very simple everyday outfits. I really want to just tap into my more feminine outfits because I love my pants and I love my shorts, but I am just wanting to add more skirts to my collection because I just think that they look so pretty and elegant. So love this one. It has a nice slit on the side. It's high-waisted, elastic waistband, very comfortable. So if you guys aren't familiar with Quince, I am a huge fan of them. I have become a huge fan of them throughout the years because they just have pretty much every category that you can think of. They have bedding, which I really want to get some of their linen bedding. I have their brown one on my wish list, but they have shoes, accessories, clothes. So not only are their pieces very good quality, but they're affordable and they're sustainable, which if you guys are familiar with the sustainable fashion industry, it is very hard to find good quality pieces that are sustainable at an affordable price. Their products just feel very nice, and the ones that I've had for a while now, they wash very well, and they're just something that I know have longevity and are going to stand the test of time. The reason that they're able to keep their prices so affordable is because they don't have middlemen. They have a factory direct model, which cuts out the middlemen. So that's why they're able to keep these prices so affordable despite the fact that they're sustainable. Another thing that I really love about them is that they have 365-day returns. They have free shipping, which is great, but they have 365-day returns, which is amazing. So I'm going to be mentioning a couple of their pieces throughout each category of this video, but they are launching their spring cap, so I'll put the links to everything down below, but stay tuned for the rest of this video. So long skirts, throw a tank top on, a cute necklace, some flip-flops, and a woven bag, and that's going to be like my uniform for the spring and summer. I just know it. I think that there's something so elevated about a longer skirt. If it's linen, even better. This one is linen. It has a nice slit. It flows very nicely, cinches me at the waist. The silhouette is beautiful. Quality's beautiful. I really love these vest style mock neck pieces, especially to transition for the spring and summer. I feel like tank tops, which I'm going to talk about in just a second, are a staple year round. But for transitioning from winter to spring, I think that this style of top is beautiful because it still gives the vibe of, you know, winter because it's a higher neck, even though it has no sleeves. But the fact that it doesn't have sleeves makes it a little bit more appropriate for the spring and the summer. Something that looks so elegant. So I got this one from Quince as well. It's not super cropped or anything. I do have a longer torso though, so I like to pair it with something that's high-waisted. But with the skirt that we just talked about, or these just flowy high-waisted pants, or just pretty much anything high-waisted, a sarong type skirt or a wrap skirt would look beautiful with this. This silhouette is just stunning in my opinion, and there's so many different ways that you can wear this type of top, but it just looks so elegant. Again, just like the skirt, this is a version of a basic that just looks so classy and elegant. There's something about a higher neck that just looks very, very beautiful in my opinion. And not just higher neck tanks, but higher neck dresses, boat neck dresses. Tank tops is something that I wear year round. I'm very picky with them, but I love them so much. I can't get enough of them. And this one is beautiful. It's kind of a thicker kind of fabric, very stretchy, ribbed. It's not super see-through, which I appreciate with my entire heart. And the length is beautiful. I don't think I have something in this length. It's a little bit longer. Quince just does such a good job with this kind of fabric. Just like this dress is also from them. It's just a very comfortable, form-fitted. I have a bodysuit from them, which just looks so good. Like it's like a very stretchy, just beautifully form-fitted fabric. It's one of those tank tops that looks very good tucked in and tucked out, which I have so many tank tops in my collection, and I cannot say the same for pretty much any of my other tank tops. Like, they just do not look good tucked out. This one does. And that alone makes it so much more versatile than all of the other tank tops that I have. I've also been loving halter tops. I recently saw this one, which has, I think they're called eyelets, which I love, but just halter tops in general. I think that there's something so, again, feminine about them compared to regular tank tops. I obviously love both, and I think that they're both staples, but really loving halter tops as well. There's different variations of tank tops. Linen for this time of year is my favorite thing ever. I think that the texture and how just light and airy it is my favorite thing about it. But obviously, if you live in a hot climate, you know that linen is your best friend. So linen shorts, I got these from them. They're the perfect length. They're high-waisted, very comfortable. Love the color. They're see-through, I will say that. But I do wear my nude shapewear underneath, and it fixes that problem. So yeah, linen shorts, they could be dressed up, dressed down, perfect for vacation or the beach. Can't get enough of them. I'm sure you guys are tired of me talking about woven pieces or woven accessories for this time of year, but I love them so much. So just woven accessories. I recently got this one from Madewell, which I've already talked about a million times ever since I got it, and I didn't even get it that long ago. But for the spring and summer, things like this. Quince has a beautiful selection of woven pieces. I got these flats from them. They're a square toe, beautiful wine colored woven flat, and they are probably the most comfortable flats that I own. It feels like I'm not wearing anything. The fabric is so soft and comfortable, and they just add such an interesting touch to your outfit because of the texture. So any woven piece I'm very, very into for this time of year round. Honestly, I think that those would be so beautiful for the fall and winter as well. Spring and summer dresses, I love very feminine, beautiful dresses. I got this one last year from Quince, which I really love. And this year I got this one, which is a fit and flare dress. And this feels like butter, okay? It is so soft, so stretchy, so comfortable. And it's something that just goes with anything I can throw on. Again, like everything that I'm talking about, just picture it with flip-flops and like this woven bag for the spring and summer. That's my uniform. And I also have a barrette in my hair, and you know, like you just dress it up with little accessories. This would look really good with my long red stone necklace. Yeah, very comfortable. It's extremely stretchy and it just works. Like right now I have it with kitten heels, but with flip-flops or sneakers even, like it is just such an easy thing to throw on. Dresses in general for this time of year. But if we're talking about staples and things that are very versatile that you can get a lot of use out of, then tank dresses or dresses like this is where it's at, because you can really dress it up, dress it down, add accessories, add pieces to it, tie something around your waist, put something on your shoulders, and really just change up the vibe, as opposed to other dresses where the dress is the moment. You know, it's not as versatile. Crew necks to throw over my shoulders is something that I have on my racks at all times throughout the entire year. I just kind of switch up the colors, and I recently got what is probably my favorite color in a sweater that I've ever owned, and it is this blue. Look at the shade of this blue. It is the perfect powder dusty blue. It is so flattering. Like, it's one of those colors that just looks so good. It's so beautiful. I think it's called Denim blue. I have, I think, 3 different cashmere crew neck sweaters from them. They're Mongolian cashmere crews. They're very affordable for cashmere, and I personally really love them. You could also tie this around your waist or wear it if you want, but I usually just use it as an accessory, and I love it so much. So pretty much any color of this, I just think that with like a tank top and these linen shorts or any shorts or pretty much any bottom, like it is something that I use as an accessory to add a pop of not just texture, but to layer and to just add color and life to my outfit. So workout sets is pretty much what I wear the most, and I never ever talk about it on here, but I want to, because now that I'm a mom, it's one of the things that I seriously wear the most, and I have so many like dark and like black sets, and I really want to start dabbling into different colors. I do have some colorful ones, but I really want to just try to avoid blacks because I just have so many. But another category that Quince offers is Athleisure, and I tried this set and I love it so much. The only thing that I wish is that I would have gotten a smaller size on the top. It fits perfectly. It's just that to get more of like a sucked in effect, I could have sized down. I got the top in a medium. Both pieces I think I got in a medium. And the color is just so beautiful. In person, it's a little bit more of like an emerald, dark emerald color. It is stunning. This is one of my favorite colors. Very buttery, very soft. And just like these sets in general for the spring, especially if you're wearing like longer sleeves, but you can wear something that doesn't have long sleeves for the summertime, and just like getting active, doing your 10K steps a day. Like that, it's something that I'm currently very into at the moment. Just like finding time for myself and working out again and getting all my steps in. I always advocate for buying a good workout set whenever you don't feel motivated to be active. I know, very like consumer-ish, but obviously it's something that you're gonna wear so much. Like every single one of my workout sets I wear so often, it's not even funny. I'm constantly washing every single week. It's what I wear the most, okay? So I wanted to include it in this video. But yeah, if you're looking for very good quality, buttery, soft, flattering, athletic wear, definitely check out Quince. And before I continue the video, those are all the pieces I have for Quince. Thank you so much, Quince, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Don't forget to check out the description. I'm gonna link every single piece from them as well as everything else that I mentioned in this video down below. And they are launching their spring capsule, which I'll put a link to it in the description, so be sure to check that out, because pieces do, that's the thing about them, they do sell out and then they restock, so you have to kind of be on the lookout. Just check out the description. I'll put all of the information down there. Your statement accessories, not gonna get too into it because I've talked about it a million times already in like every single one of my videos, but year round, but especially for this time of year, if you're dressing up very simple outfits, like right now I'm just wearing this fit and flare tank dress and I threw on my statement earrings. I actually have these from Heaven Mayhem in the smaller version. I think they're called the baby, and I think these are the minis. So they're like the medium version. They have an even bigger one, but I think that this is a good like statement size. Anything that you can throw on. We've talked about the bangles, we've talked about the chunky jewelry, we've talked about the corded necklaces or longer necklaces. Just, you can go back to any of my videos. I've talked about statement accessories extensively. It's something that it's a staple, and for the spring and summer, I do kind of gear towards more spring and summer pieces. I'm very into sea-inspired longer pendant necklaces or earrings. I have some beautiful silver, they look like shell fossils from Pamela Card. Things like that for this time of year, especially for the summertime, is what I use for my statement jewelry. So sea-inspired pieces, but obviously the pieces that I've been talking about for the fall and winter, of course, I'm still going to be wearing them for this time of year. But even if you're wearing like a swimsuit, throwing on an accessory that is like a statement, I think that it just dresses things up if you're on vacation or whatever it is, even if you're not, like for day to day, like you just cannot go wrong. It is a staple for me year round, honestly. Strapless tops, forever and always, okay? We talked about the tank tops, we talked about the halter tops, we talked about the mock neck, boat necks. Can't forget my strapless tops. They're probably my favorite silhouette. I think that they're the most flattering silhouette. They look so beautiful with like a statement necklace or like longer statement earrings. You can dress them up, dress them down. They're so versatile. Every top that I talked about, obviously everything in this video is very versatile. That's what makes them a staple, but strapless tops. And again, something so feminine about them. I am so picky with denim shorts, so much so that I didn't really wear a pair of denim shorts for years until I discovered A-line shorts. So you guys know I like things to cinch me and flow out, whatever it is, whether it's a skirt, pants, anything. Turns out shorts as well. I do not like shorts that are straight. I do not like form-fitted shorts. I want it to cinch me and flare out. I don't want it to be too tight. I don't want it to grab my thighs. I don't want it to be uncomfortable. Any A-line short, any A-line denim shorts in like a medium wash, a black wash, a white wash, it is a staple for me. Again, it's something that you can dress up and down. The reason you could dress it up so well is because of the fit. If you get something that's too tight, I do not think that it looks as elegant as this kind of fit, which is a little bit more relaxed, more loose. It's a lot more versatile. Obviously jeans is a staple year round, but for this time of year specifically, I really like my light wash jeans. One combination that I really gravitate towards, obviously I love my stark white pieces, but if I'm wearing stark white bottoms, I like to wear like a cream or ivory colored top. And then if I'm wearing stark white up top, I like to wear cream or ivory pants. Obviously I still wear my medium and dark denim, but this is when my light denim comes out to play. It sees the daylight because I don't really wear it that much. I still wear it during the winter, but not as much. Not just like light denim pants, but light pants in general, whether it's linen or I recently saw kind of like a utility style material, which I really love. I don't think I own a pair like that. Just like all the light colored pants I love so much. One of my favorite things about spring and summer is the fact that I can pull out my flip-flops again. I talked about in my last video how much easier it is for me to style outfits when I could wear flip-flops because it just goes with everything. And not just casual flip-flops, but like strappy sandals, whether they're heeled or not, I think are extremely easy to style. So right now with this dress, I have these strappy sandals by Lordy, but I also just love, you know, my regular flip-flops, whether, you know, you got a dressier pair or just a casual like my Avianas, I love so much, but my flip-flops and my strappy sandals, I love. Like, it is my favorite shoe for this time of year. I just think flip-flops or strappy heels in general, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I personally really love them. I really like my lighter cardigans, so like my white cardigans or airy, maybe knitted crochet cardigans with nothing under. Or maybe even like my vests I love during this time of year. Like if you don't want to wear a long sleeve or like a cardigan, you can wear a vest. And it gives the same vibe, just like the buttons in the front, you can unbutton the top and the bottom. And I love using it for this time of year. I love using knits, throwing that texture into my outfits. So yeah, anything with buttons, doesn't necessarily have to be a cardigan, but I really love using cardigans year round. Like if you're tired of wearing your tanks or your very simple tops, throwing a little cardigan on, it just adds more to your outfit, you know? I'm really trying to dabble into the more feminine pieces, but you know, if you've been here for a while, you know where my heart and soul lies, okay? I love my flowy pants, my wide leg pants, high-waisted pants, long pants. I just love them so much. And you can't go wrong for this time of year. So I pretty much have like every color. The problem that I encounter with white flowy pants is the fact that almost all of them are see-through, especially if they're linen. But the way that I combat this, which I kind of want to make a video about this, but I don't think I have enough to talk about, but let me know if you guys want, how to wear light pieces, especially when they're see-through. I have undergarments or like shapewear that I wear. It's not necessarily shapewear because it's not really molding my body. It's just something that is seamless enough where you can't see it through the pants, but it's the same color as my skin. So I can wear it underneath my white see-through pants and it looks fine. So that is kind of how I wear my white flowy linen pants and not feel like you can see everything. Just flowy pants in general is something that I literally never take off my racks, and it's always a part of my staple year round. And those are all of my spring and summer staples. Again, thank you so much, Quince, for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out the description. I'm going to link every single thing that I talked about down below, and I'll see you in my next video.